Hello dear students, very good morning. Welcome back to e-learning program initiated by Vidyadesh Vidya Sankul under the guidance of Dr. G.M. Suttariya sir. This is our 24th lecture. In previous lecture, we have completed one sum related to call in advance. Today we'll do another sum, page number 18, illustration number 6. Paresh Company of Palanpur. So first of all, we'll give the head of journal entry, right? So our head will be journal entry. In the books of Paresh Company of Palanpur. Okay, this is our head. Right now we are not doing format, right? First of all, we will discuss this sum so that we can know either we have to do 6 entry or 8 entries, right? See, Parish Company of Palanpur issued 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each for public subscription. Company decided to call rupees 3.5 per share on application, rupees 4 per share on allotment, and rupees 2.5 per share on first and final call. So total there is 3 installment, right? That means we have to write 6 journal entries. Applications were received from public for 2,30,000 equity shares. See, we have issued only 2 lakh equity shares, but we have received application worth 2,30,000. That means 30,000 is additional applications that we have to return, of which applications for 30,000 equity shares were rejected and their application money there was refunded to the applicants. Nitin, who had applied 2,500 shares, had paid entire amount of rupees 10 per share at the time of application. સૌથી પહેલા તો એપ્લિકેશનના જે મની છે રૂપીસ 3.5 પર શેર ઓન એપ્લિકેશન એમાં ટિક કરી નાખો, રાઈટ ક્લિક કરો, રાઈટ ટિક કરો. શું કામ? બીકોઝ એમાં આપણને એડવાન્સ મળી ગયું છે. એક નિતિન કરીને ભાઈ હતા, એણે શું કર્યું છે, એની અલોટ કર્યા હતા 2,500 શેર્સ અને એણે એક સાથે જ તે 10 રૂપિયા પે કરી દીધા. એટલે કે ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટ, નેક્સ્ટ ટુ ઇન્સ્ટોલમેન્ટ, દેટ ઇઝ અલોટમેન્ટ and first and final call એના રૂપીસ એની પાસેથી મંગાવવાના થશે નહીં, right? Next, company has allotted him all the shares applied by him. Piyush, now the next person. Piyush, who was allotted 1,500 shares, had paid first and final call money in advance along with allotment. એટલે allotmentમાં પણ ટિક કરો. હવે જો એપ્લિકેશન વખતે શું થાય છે, જેટલા રૂપીસ રિસીવ કરવાના છે એ તો કરશું, તે સિવાય નીતિને એડવાન્સમાં આપી દીધા છે અલોટમેન્ટના અને કોલના, રાઈટ? પછી અલોટમેન્ટ, જ્યારે 3rd and 4th એન્ટ્રી આવશે ત્યારે આપણે પિયુષ કરીને એક ભાઈ છે, રાઈટ, કે જેને ફર્સ્ટ એન્ડ ફાઇનલ કોલના એડવાન્સમાં આપી દીધા છે, રાઈટ? એટલે અત્યારે તમારે ટિક કરવાની છે એપ્લિકેશન અને અલોટમેન્ટ, રાઈટ? સમજાણું આટલું? ઓકે. Total entries કરવાની થશે 6. C. Except this, all amount due on allotment and call were received on due dates. Write journal entries for above transaction in books of company. First of all, draw a format for 2 pages. Right? Draw a format for journal entry of 2 pages. Date, particulars, LF, debit rupees and credit rupees. the first entry. The first entry and second entry will be for application, right? In first entry we'll always earn money, right? So first entry will always be for bank. Here date is not given, so we'll give the sequence. Bank account debit. 2. Equity share application account. હવે આની ડાયરેક્ટ અમાઉન્ટ આપણે નહીં લખી શકીએ. શું કામ? એની કેલ્ક્યુલેશન હું તમને સમજાવું છું. 6. Total application આવી 2,30,000, right? Into we have demanded 3.5 rupees, right? Application na total kitla rupees demand કર્યા છે? 3.5. Number of equity shares kitla છે? 2,30,000, right? Next entry માં આપણે રિટર્ન કરશું. અત્યારે તો 2,30,000 equity shares ની application આવી છે and per share 3.5 rupees ચાર્જ થશે. એ સિવાય આપણને એક પર્સને એડવાન્સ આપી દીધા છે. એ કોણ છે? નીતિન. નીતિન પાસે શેર કેટલા છે? 2,500. હવે જો નીતિને ટોટલ કેટલા પે કરી દીધા છે? 10 rupees, right? 10 rupees માંથી એને 3.5 તો પે કરવાના હતા જ તે. તો એને એડવાન્સ કેટલા પે કર્યા છે? 6.5 rupees, right? સમજાણું આટલું? see, I am repeating it. Total we have demanded 3.5 rupees as application money, right? And we have received 2,30,000 applications. So 2,30,000 into 3.5 rupees we have received. But there is one person whose name is Nitin, right? Who has applied for 2,500 shares. And the company has allotted all the shares. Means નીતિને કીધા કે મારે તમારી કંપનીના 2500 શેર જોઈએ છે, તો કંપનીએ શું કીધું? સારું, આપી દીધા, બરાબર? So he had paid total amount 10 rupees, but we have demanded only 3.5. So 6.5 is advance, right? So total we have to receive 8,05,000, right? But he had paid advance amount worth rupees 16,250, right? The multiplication of this. So total 05211 8,21,250 rupees we have received. That amount we have to write here. 8,21,250 debit, 8,21,250 credit. Into bracket we'll write bill. Received application money, and Nitin has applied for 2,500 shares, has paid to 6.5 rupees advance, right? Here the first entry is completed. So please write down this, then we'll discuss the second one. Completed the second one. Second one will be for transferring. Second entry will be for transferring, right? The normal entry which we are writing was equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Is there any is there any additional applications? Yes, that we have to return. So we have to write to bank account. Now we have to add more two accounts. Why? That I will explain. Okay, see. First of all, we have to write in debit the amount which we have credited in the previous entry. Check your previous entry. In that we have credited to equity share application account. Amount was 8,21,250. That we have to debit here. 8,21,250. Right? Out of that, company will transfer in capital only those shares which are issued by the company. So company has issued only 2 lakh shares into 3.5 rupees, right? And company will return 30,000 additional application into 3.5 rupees, right? So in capital will come 7 lakh rupees and in bank account will come 1,05,000 rupees. Still, see, answer is not tallied. Why? Because one person has paid advance, right? Whose name is Nitin. So Nitin આપણને એડવાન્સમાં પે કર્યા છે. સેના એડવાન્સમાં પે કર્યા છે? અલોટમેન્ટ ને કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ. એડવાન્સ પે કર્યા હોય તો એડવાન્સ અકાઉન્ટ શું થાય? ક્રેડિટ. Arrears account will be debited and advance account will be credited. So here we have to write to સેના એને એડવાન્સ પે કર્યા છે? Equity share allotment account and to call in advance account. એને total 6.5 rupees extra pay કર્યા હતા. એમાંથી 4 rupees સેના હતા? Allotment, right? So number of share 2500 into 4 rupees and 2500 into 2.5 rupees, right? This is how 6.5 rupees is divided, right? See, I am explaining again. આપણે calculation લખી હતી 8,21,000 ની, right? First માં લખ્યું તો 2,30,000 into 3.5. એ 2,30,000 આવી રીતે ડિવાઈડ થયા. 2 lakh issued છે એટલે કેપિટલમાં ટ્રાન્સફર કરવાની ને 30,000 એક્સ્ટ્રા એપ્લિકેશન છે એટલે રિટર્ન કરી. પછીની જે એડિશનલ અમાઉન્ટ હતી જે નીતિને 2,500 into 6.5 rupees પે કરી હતા. તો 6.5 કેવી રીતે ડિવાઈડ થયા છે? અલોટમેન્ટના 4 rupees ને એડવાન્સના 2.5. સી અલોટમેન્ટ છે, અલોટમેન્ટને કોલ કહેવાય નહીં એટલે એને કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ એક સાથે ન લખાય, રાઈટ? અલોટમેન્ટના કેટલા રૂપીસ છે? 4. So 2,500 into 4, he has paid 10,000 rupees, right? And here 2,500 into 2.5, the amount will be 6,250, right? This is how this entry we have to do, right? Into bracket we have to write bill amount of application money is transferred to capital account and rejected applications are returned. See, you can write rejected as well as excess application, and advance is transferred to respective account. જેના જેના એડવાન્સ અમાઉન્ટ હતી જે કોલની એ એના અકાઉન્ટમાં ટ્રાન્સફર કરે. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then third. But before discussing third, write down this. Next one, the second one. The third and fourth entry will be for allotment. See, in allotment we have also did tick mark, right? Why? Because in allotment we are also receiving advance money, right? So first of all, the third entry will be for demand and the fourth entry will be for receiving, right? So first of all, we'll write the demand entry. Equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. See, we know that Nitin has paid advance money of allotment. Still, we have to demand from him, right? But in receiving, he will not pay that amount. Means, આપણે demand કરીએ છીએ, but એ પૈસા આપશે નહીં. ડિમાન્ડ બધા પાસેથી કરીએ છીએ એટલે એની પાસેથી પણ ડિમાન્ડ કરવાની, right? So total number of shares are 2 lakh into we are demanding 4 rupees. So 2 lakh shares into 4 rupees, total we have to receive 8 lakh rupees, right? Into bracket we have to write bin demand of allotment money on 2 lakh equity shares. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then next. But before discussing next, write down this. Because for fourth entry I will require more space than I am having, so please write down this so that I can rough. Completed? Fourth entry will be for receiving. So in receiving we know that bank account we have to debit. Then which account we have to credit? See, here we have to make some calculation, but the calculation of bank account will do in last after completing this entry. So the next will come to equity share allotment account, right? This is the simple entry which we are writing in all the sum. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account. But see, here we have made tick mark. That means we are receiving advance money. From whom we are receiving the advance money? From Piyush, right? So here we have to write to call in advance because the next installment is of call, first and final call. So here we have to write call in advance, right? In allotment, how much amount we have demanded? 8 lakh, right? So in allotment we have to credit 8 lakh rupees, right? Why? Because the amount which we have debited in previous entry that we have to credit here, right? In entry number 2, we have credited, must listen carefully. In entry number 2, we have written in credit side to equity share allotment account. Into bracket, write down advance. Into bracket, please write down advance. See, I am repeating. In second number entry, on credit side, we have written to equity share allotment account, right? Into bracket, please write down advance. That I am telling you because you will understand that easily, right? So in here we know that we have demanded 8 lakh rupees, and here we don't have to write 8 lakh. Why? Because out of 8 lakh we have received in advance. We have already credited the advance amount. See, in entry number 2, 10,000 rupees we have already credited, right? So right now out of 8 lakh rupees we have to credit only 7,90,000. See, I am explaining again. Total we are demanding for allotment money is 8 lakh. But we know that when we are receiving the money, we know that there is one person whose name is Nitin has already paid 10,000 rupees for allotment. Check in your second number entry. That's why into bracket I have told you to write advance word, right? So total we have demanded 8 lakh, but 10,000 we have already received. So this time we have to receive only 7,90,000, right? And in advance. There is one person whose name is Piyush has paid the first and final call money with allotment. So Piyush has 1,500 shares. On that he has paid 2.5 rupees advance, right? So total he has paid 3,750, right? So into bank account we'll have to write 7,90,000 plus 3,750. So 7,93,750 will be our answer. Okay, here this entry is complete. We will write, but before that I am explaining this again. Bank account debit to equity share allotment account to call in advance. We have written call in advance because Piyush has paid first and final call money with this allotment money, right? So Piyush has 1,500 shares and he has paid 2.5 rupees of first and final call. So 1,500 into 2.5, he has paid 3,750, right? Then second one, in allotment account. So in third entry we have debited 8 lakh, right? But we know out of 8 lakh rupees, Nitin has paid advance money. See, in your entry number 2, we have credited to equity share allotment account 10,000. So out of 8 lakh we have already credited 10,000. So right now we have to credit only 7,90,000. That means 8 લાખ માંથી 10,000 તો મળી જ ગયા છે. તો આ વખતે આપણને કેટલા મળશે? ખાલી 7,90,000. So 7,90,000 plus 3,750. So our total will be 7,93,750. This amount will get, right? So into bracket we have to write Bing receiving money of allotment and also advance money received from Piyush for first and final call money. Bracket over, underline, write it down. Completed? We know that the fifth and sixth entry will be for first and final, right? In first and final call, first of all we have to demand money for first and final call, then we'll receive, right? So first entry will be equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account. Total 2 lakh equity shares into 2.5 rupees. So total we are demanding 5 lakh rupees as first and final call. Bing receiving Bing demand of first and final call money from 2 lakh equity shares. Right? Then next, leave one line, then start next. In next we are receiving. But see, here we have not made any tick mark. Right? But for this first and final call, we have received in advance money from 2 persons. One we have received from Piyush and second one is Niti, right? So first of all, in receiving we have to write bank account debit. Then here we have to debit call in advance. share first and final call account. As first and final call, we have credited, debited 5 lakh. So here we have to credit 5 lakh. Right? So, call in advance. We have received, see in entry number 2, as call in advance, we have written 6250, which we have got from Nitin. Then second one is Piyush. Piyush has given us 3750. Right? So total we have received 10,000 rupees as advance. So 5 lakh minus 10,000. This time we are going to receive only 4,90,000 because out of 5 lakh we have already received 10,000 rupees from Nitin and Piyush as advance. Right? So into bracket we have to write bill. First of all, write down this, then we'll write Bing because the full Bing will not come here. I have to rush this. So first of all, write down this. Bing received money on first and final call except on shares of Nitin and Piyush. Because they have paid advance. Bracket over, underline, leave one line, then again underline, then write total, then make full underline. After total you have to make 2 underline and before total you have to make 1 underline, right? And the total will be 42,36,250. 42,36,250. Right here the sum is completed. Hope you guys are clear now. If you have any doubt, then please ask me. In previous lecture I have already told you that in advance kind of sum means જ્યારે call in advance હશે ત્યારે total 6 entry જશે. 6 entry થી advance એક પણ entry આવશે નહીં. Right? So write down this, then we'll discuss the next thing. Completed? Okay. So, see. total there are 3 sums related with call in advance. Must listen carefully. There are total 3 sums related with call in advance, right? We have discussed 2 sums, that is illustration 5 and illustration 6, right? The next one is in question, but we'll not discuss that question right now. We'll discuss that question when we'll meet, right? See, આ પોઈન્ટ થોડો ડિફિકલ્ટ છે, એટલે મેં તમને ઓલરેડી 2 સમ તો એક્સપ્લેન કર્યા છે. જે ટેક્સ્ટ બુકનો આપણે એક સમ બાકી રાખીએ છે એ છે ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર, જસ્ટ અ સેકન્ડ, question number 8, right? That will do when we'll meet physically, right? જ્યારે આપણે ફિઝિકલી મળશું ત્યારે આપણે ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 8 ડિસ્કસ કરશું. એટલે તમને જો થોડું પણ ન સમજાણું હોય તો એ પોઈન્ટ આપણે ક્લિયર કરી શકીએ, અને જો થોડું પણ સમજાઈ ગયું હોય તો ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 8 તમારી રીતે ટ્રાય કરજો. ખાલી અમાઉન્ટ બદલાય છે, બાકી બધું જ એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ છે, રાઈટ? સો now we will discuss the theory related with call in advance. Page number 16. Page number 60. Call in advance. If there is provision in the Articles of Association, a company can receive in advance a part or whole of the uncalled amount. In such cases, since the uncalled amount is received by company in advance from shareholders, the same is credited to calling advance account. એટલે કે એડવાન્સમાં જો કોઈ પણ પર્સન આપણને પે કરી દીધી તો આપણે ઓલરેડી એ વસ્તુ તો ડિસ્કસ કરી જ લીધી, રાઈટ? ક્વેશ્ચનમાં અને ક્વેશ્ચન થ્રુ તમને વધારે સમજાણી હશે. વેન અમાઉન્ટ ઇઝ રિસીવ્ડ વિથ એપ્લિકેશન, પછી એન્ટ્રી આપી છે તમને કે કેવી એન્ટ્રી આવે છે. આની એન્ટ્રી આવશે સેકન્ડ નંબરની એન્ટ્રીમાં, 4th નંબરની એન્ટ્રીમાં અને 6th નંબરની એન્ટ્રીમાં, રાઈટ? તમે ઇવન ચેક કરી શકો છો. ઇલસ્ટ્રેશન નંબર 6 જે આપણે અત્યારે કાઉન્ટ કર્યો એ ઓપન કરો. એ ઇલસ્ટ્રેશન નંબર 6 એની 2nd, 4th અને 6th એન્ટ્રી ટેલી કરો જે તમને ટેક્સ્ટ બુકમાં આપી છે એની સાથે. સી, ઇન સેકન્ડ એન્ટ્રી વી હેવ રિટન શેર ઇક્વિટી શેર એપ્લિકેશન અકાઉન્ટ ડેબિટ, 2 equity share capital account, 2 bank account, 2 equity share allotment account into bracket advance account, and 2 call in advance account, right? See, here the same entry is given except 2 bank account, right? Because here they have given that excess applications are not there, but in our question there was excess application, that's why we have credited bank account, right? Then next 4th number ni entry, 4th number ni entry. See, in our sum illustration number 6 we have written bank account debit, 2 equity share allotment account, 2 call in advance account, right? See, here they have also given this entry, and in the beginning they have written when share call money is received in advance with share allotment money, એટલે કે allotment વખતે advance મળે તો કેવી entry આવે, right? Base time advance મળશે either with application or with allotment. Final call માં ક્યારે મળે નહીં, because છે નહીં pay કરે, right? Then when respective call is made due, then entry for call in advance shall be passed as under. એટલે કે એના પૈસા મળી જાય ત્યારે એન્ટ્રી શું આવે? call in advance account debit to respective call account, right? આપણે કરીએ છીએ bank account debit to bank account debit, call in advance account debit to share first and final call account. આપણે 6th entry કરી, right? Then in note હું તમને ટિક કરવાનું કહું, એ જ ટિક કરજો. આ બધું આપણે ડિસ્કસ જ કરવાનું છે, તમને સમજાય એટલે. આ બધી વસ્તુ સમ પહેલાં ડિસ્કસ કરીએ તો આપણને એટલી ક્લિયર થાય નહીં. કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ ઇઝ નોટ શેર કેપિટલ ઓફ ધ કંપની, હેન્સ ડિવિડન્ડ કેન નોટ બી ગિવન ઓન ઇટ. હવે એડવાન્સમાં ઘણા લોકો એટલે પે કરી દે કે એની ઉપર એને ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ મળે, શેર ઉપર જે ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ મળે એને કહેવાય ડિવિડન્ડ. એ આપણે ઓલરેડી ડિસ્કસ કરી લીધું છે, રાઈટ. તો આને ક્યારેય શેર, કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ છે એને ક્યારેય શેર કેપિટલ કહેવાય નહીં, એટલે એની ઉપર ડિવિડન્ડ પે થાય નહીં. સી આ લાઈન અંડરલાઈન કરવાની છે. સેક્શન બી ટ્રુ ઓર ફોલ્સ કરીને પૂછાઈ શકે છે. નોટ ઇન ધેટ ફર્સ્ટ. દેન ધ સેકન્ડ વન, balance of call in advance account is shown in the equity and liability part of balance sheet under the head current liabilities and subhead other current liabilities. આપણે ઓલરેડી યુનિટ 3 માં ડિસ્કસ કરી લીધું કે કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ શેમાં આવશે, કરંટ લાયબિલિટીઝમાં, એની અંદર એ શેમાં, અધર કરંટ લાયબિલિટીઝમાં, રાઈટ. દેન it is compulsory to pay interest on call in advance from the date of receipt till the date when the call is due for payment as per rate specified in the articles of company. However, if the articles do not contain such rate, table F of schedule 1 of the Companies Act 2013 shall be applicable. એટલે જ્યારે કંપનીએ કોઈ આર્ટિકલ ઓફ એસોસિએશન ન બનાવ્યું હોય કે કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ ઉપર આટલા % ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ આપશું, રાઈટ, તો કંપનીએ કમ્પલસરી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ તો આપવાનું જ છે, બટ એ શેના આધારે ફિક્સ થઈ જશે, એઝ પર ટેબલ એફ, રાઈટ. which leaves a matter to the director of company subject to a maximum rate of 12% per annum. The interest on call in advance is payable compulsory even if there is no profit. Underline that line. Which leaves matter to the directors of company subject to a maximum rate of 12% per annum. The interest on call in advance is payable compulsorily even if there is no profit. કંપનીને પ્રોફિટ થયો હોય કે ન થયો હોય, જો કોઈએ કોલ ઇન એડવાન્સ હોય એટલે કે કોઈએ એડવાન્સમાં રૂપીસ પે કરી દીધા હોય તો કમ્પલસરી મેક્સિમમ 12% ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ પર એનમ આપવું પડે, રાઈટ. નેક્સ્ટ પોઈન્ટ આપણો આવશે શેર પ્રીમિયમ, બટ ધેટ વી આર નોટ ગોઈંગ ટુ ડિસ્કસ નાઉ. ધેટ પોઈન્ટ વિલ ડિસ્કસ ઇન આર નેક્સ્ટ વિડીયો લેક્ચર, રાઈટ. એન્ડ યોર હોમવર્ક is you have to do illustration 6 for 2 times. Your homework is you have to do illustration 6 for 2 times. We'll meet in our next video lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe, take care.